And now let's move to the next presentation today. Due to the advantages of international trade, Vietnamese businesses have been participating in it wholeheartedly. However, in light of the various difficulties they face, they are still not able to fully utilize its benefits. This is why Vietnamese commercial banks have been working hard to help enterprises overcome these obstacles. And one solution is trade finance, which plays a vital role in almost every step of the transaction. Trade finance and international payment services are the key areas that have defined Vietcombank's brand over the past half a century. The bank is constantly developing and expanding its trade finance and international payment services to enhance its position in this field. In return, this has caused some companies to consider changing their business models. Given the importance of trade finance for both banks and enterprises, the topic trade finance under letter of credit transaction, recommendations for joint stock commercial bank for foreign trade of Vietnam has been adopted by Ms. Nguyễn Hương Giang. And now I would like to invite Ms. Giang to deliver the presentation on this topic.
Giang, please turn on your microphone.
I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nguyễn Hương Giang, a student of Faculty International Business. Foremost, I have to thank Banking Academy of Vietnam and the Faculty International Business for a lot of support in my studying in the past 4 years. Especially, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my supervisor, Dr. Nguyễn Thị Hồng Hải, for her continuous support of my research. So it's my honor to be here to present my research from my graduation thesis with the title Trade Finance under Letter of Credit Transaction, Recommendation for Joint Stock Commercial Bank for Foreign Trade of Vietnam. My presentation is divided into 4 chapters. Chapter 1 is literature review and theoretical of trade finance under letter of credit transaction. The next chapter is experience in some commercial banks. The chapter 3 is analyze on the real situation at Vietcombank, and the last chapter is recommendation for Vietcombank. Now let's start with the introduction part. You know, with any economy, the chain international trade and global integration plays a vital role. Knowing this, Vietnam commercial banks had also used and maximized their advantage to have Vietnamese enterprises be adventurous in trading with foreign business. And then letter of credit is used popularly in international transaction. Therefore, in developing countries like Vietnam, letter of credit is used highly in 80% of small and medium enterprises in trade finance, mainly import financing. Vietcombank is one of the largest commercial banks, so international payment services and trade finance are the key area that made Vietcombank's brand. Moving to the chapter 1, literature review and theoretical of trade finance under letter of credit transaction. As you can see on the slide, there are 3 parts included in the chapter. I could only focus on the literature review. I have researched many studies and I realized that in Vietnam, there are a few studies research about trade finance under letter of credit transaction, as well as the real situation at a commercial bank. And there are many factors affecting the development of trade finance under letter of credit. So I decided to fill out the gap in my thesis. And the type of trade finance under letter of credit transaction include import financing and export financing. Now let's turn to chapter 2. I am going to give experience in trade finance under letter of credit transaction in some commercial banks belonging to Asian and European commercial banks. In competitive market, there are a lot of commercial banks providing services, and each bank has a strong point of their product to attract customer. For example, HSBC Bank launched a pilot blockchain letter credit transaction in Malaysia, Bangladesh, and India. In 2019, the banks used the virtual platform for an LC between Australia and China. Moving to the chapter 3, I am going to assess the real situation of trade finance on the letter credit transaction at Vietcombank. As you can see on the slide, Vietcombank had a wide range of trade finance on the letter credit transaction product for financial institutions, corporates, and small and medium enterprises. And after realizing the real situation of trade finance under letter credit transaction at Vietcombank, I realized that Vietcombank has achievement and shortcomings in achievement on it. So I am going to mention outstanding achievement. The first outstanding achievement is diversity in category of trade finance under letter credit transaction. Business account SMEs is not main customer of Vietcombank. They only offer 2 products for them. In contrast with the corporate, there are a total 12 products. For buyers, 4 products, and for sellers, each product. And another outstanding achievement of Vietcombank is the number of transaction office and branches. Vietcombank is one of the biggest commercial banks in Vietnam, currently has many branches and transaction office both in Vietnam and abroad. As you can see the chart on the slide, the figure of transaction office and branches increased dramatically from the 2017 to 2019. So the quickly and the more convenient customer needs in trade finance under letter of credit will be adapted. The transaction LC notice will be faster. And the last one of this session, in my opinion, the biggest shortcoming is the quality of the services. Sometimes the system operation is overloaded and cannot meet the work schedule. The banking system consists many functions. The system overloads due to the number of transactions being accessed too much. So it can be done immediately upon the customer request. There is even a delay in time which affects the bank's reputation and business opportunities. After analyzing on the real situation of trade finance on the letter of credit transaction at Vietcombank, I give some recommendation for them to develop this product. I have a short-term solution and long-term solution. Move to the short-term solution. Short-term solution has 5 recommendations I will show on the slide. I have focused on 2 solutions. Firstly, the second solution should be placed on top. All processing of transaction needs to be carefully recorded in the technical system log on the book of delivery between business stage. Also, it's necessary to consult professional staff and the customer about the process to see which business state is causing the most difficulties to employees, which can lead to being annoying for customer, the most inconvenient in the process. The final short-term solution is strengthening international trade finance activity by documentary credit payment method. The bank needs to expand capital source to meet capital needs to be resolved by following measures, which I mentioned on the slide: ATM card, policy with the foreign currency, flexible interest rate, deposit insurance. Regarding to the long-term solution, I have list out 4 recommendations for Vietcombank, but I will concentrate on the 2 solutions. As you can see on the chapter 2, Vietcombank is not famous human resource development and technological development, which are the most important factor affecting the growth of LC service. So in terms of human resource development, they have to professional training, recruitment more talents, organize seminars. Moreover, the bank has a reward system with the professional staff who complete the assigned work and are creative. With the technical development, thanks to the fast growing of technology and internet, Vietcombank is a long-term support technological development, and they should do that associate with domestic technology cooperation like FPT and Vingrowth, and promote a technological revolution. So just summarize the thesis, it has systematically researched the theory of trade finance and the letter credit. The next, give experience in some commercial bank, and then analyze the current situation of applying Vietcombank's model to able to draw the achieved results and as well as limitation. Delivery from the actual situation, a system of solution to help Vietcombank apply the trade finance on the letter credit transaction activity. And the topic has a new contribution in understand the experience of using trade finance on the letter credit transaction of commercial bank in the world. And this is the end of my presentation. It is still challenging topic for me, and due to limited time, my presentation is not good. So I am looking forward to hearing your comments. Thank you for your listening.
Wow, your topic about the trade finance under the letter of credit transaction at Vietcombank is an interesting topic, and you have made it more attractive with beautiful slides and confident presentation style. Regarding to the content of the thesis, I have questions that I would like you to answer as follows. Among the trade finance and the letter of credit products provided by Vietcombank, which one would you think bring more revenue for the bank? And the other members of the committee also have questions for you.
Yeah, okay. You said that the service quality is not high as the other factor, right? So I'm curious about that, and I would like to know what are the reasons behind this situation, and how can Vietcombank do to improve the service quality, especially in providing letter credit service. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments and your question. I will give your answer for the first question. I think after analyzing the real situation of trade finance and the letter of credit transaction, I realized that import financing is the product that bring more revenue for Vietcombank. For example, using letter of credit, BL endorsement, and prepayment financing, because of bank reputation, controlling service quality, customers are always satisfied with the payment services at Vietcombank. And next to the question, the second question, I will answer that. As I mentioned chapter 3 about shortcomings in achievement, the reason behind this solution is overloaded system operation. So to improve the service quality, especially providing LC service, Vietcombank should enhance process modification, implement flexible measure in working, and promote the technical revolution. That's in my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. You completely solved our question. And I would like to congratulate for your presentation. You show us not only you write the thesis well, but you also fully understand what you have studied, what you have write so far. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.